You are now listening to Ice Line Beats. You are now listening to Ice Line Beats.
Hey man, I say let's get to it, fight fans. What say y'all? What's going down? Salute to you all, fight fans. It is the homie, main man, Mademan, in the building. Hey y'all, hey man, y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Salute, fam. Once again, it's on, man. Once again, it is an honor and a pleasure, fight fans. I repeat, a honor and a pleasure jumping on here to rock out with the boxing fans and the boxing fam. What up, man? Thursday. You know what that means. Our time now, fight fans. What up to you all, man? Salute, 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 man. Happy Labor Day, post Labor Day to everybody out there, man. I want to give a major salute to everyone that catches this live. A major salute to everyone that catches this on the playback, man. And for sure, I want to say hit that thumbs up as your pull up, fight fans. You know I gots to say hit that thumbs up as your pull up. You already know. Salute, man. I hope all is well in the world, everybody. But most importantly, I hope all is well in your world. What's up, fight fans? What's up, man? Hopefully I sound a lot better than I did the other day. My apologies, man. I was testing out some things, fight fans. And so if you did catch that Gervonta Davis stream that we did the other day, my bad on that one. I was just testing some things out, and I will be getting better for the daytime. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of working on some things. So sounds a bit choppy. Had to take it down due to the audio quality. So we'll just come on back on this one right here and hit on some of those same points that we touched on in that live stream. You know what I'm saying? I want to come off and first off say happy post Labor Day to everyone. And I repeat, everyone. That is very, very important. Labor Day, everybody. The day to celebrate your labor. All of them days that you've been having to get up at the crack of dawn. Get out that door. Get the kids out the door. Get on to that job to deal with that supervisor that you know damn well that you can't stand. To go over there and make small talks with the co-workers that you know damn well that get on your damn nerves. But you do it to make a living. You do it to earn a future and to provide a future for yourself and your children and your family. You do it to have structure in your life, but it drains your energy. And some of us don't even sometimes have enough energy when we get off in the evenings to come home and work on our dream. Whether it's that car sitting in the garage, whether it was that book that you started to write, but you just can't finish it because Lord knows you got all of the ideas in your head, but you just don't have the energy when you come home. I know, I've been there, fight fans. I know, because you're going out and you're performing your labor. That should be one of the most celebrated things that you celebrate, your labor, aka your energy. So I want to say happy Labor Day to everyone out there. And it doesn't mean just because you may have a 9 to 5. I'm talking those who work on farms, who wake up on the farm every day. They got to go out there and milk the cows and get the eggs up out the chickens and shit. Got to go tend to the crops. Salute to you. Salute to you. Salute to the self-employed folks out here, the ones that wake up every day. And if you don't move your feet, guess what? You won't eat. You ain't got the comfortability of a 9 to 5, punching in and punching out, benefits and all of that jazz. You don't got that benefit, but guess what? You still get up every day. You get in that car, you make those deliveries, you do whatever it is that you got to do. Salute to you. Salute to you. And to everyone out there that says, you know what? I don't want to work for the man. I want to work for myself. I want to be an entrepreneur. I got a vision. I want to take this vision far, man. I don't want to just get up and wake up like my mama did, like my daddy did, like my grandparents did, and just walk the toe the same line. I want to try something different. And so I'm leaping out there on faith. I want to say salute to y'all. Salute to you all, man. Labor Day. Happy post Labor Day to everyone. And I mean that, fight fans. You know what I'm saying? I really, really mean it. Let me just first off just say also, if it was up to me, everybody, should not everything shut down on Labor Day? Like Labor Day should be treated like Christmas. Listen, I get it. For Christmas, we celebrating the Santa Claus. For some of us that's religious, we have religious reasons behind it. So we do the decorations, we do all of that stuff. It's to celebrate that cause, right? The joy of giving, the season of giving. Thanksgiving, same thing. We get the turkeys, we get the stuffing, right? Because we're celebrating Thanksgiving, the event of when the supposed what do we call them? Those that came from abroad came here and made feasts with the pilgrims. So we celebrated with a big meal, man. 4th of July, right? Fireworks everywhere, celebrating the independence of the good old US of A. But what the hell are we doing on Labor Day? I mean, I get it. We're dressing up in all white. We're going to our favorite parties, man. I know I did. But say, yeah, it was great. And I look damn good. I look like that, fight fans. Let me just say off the skip, I look like that. All white. Beautiful, beautiful thing. But outside of that, what else are we doing? Most of us got to still go to work. Man, it's just another day that I get time and a half. That's all it is. It's just Monday. So what the hell if it's Labor Day? Why are you still giving labor on Labor Day? My deal is, fight fans, I'm voting for the next person that comes out and say everything shuts down on Labor Day. No one's allowed to work, period. And I'm talking everyone. That's going to be the one day out of the year that no business, no corporation, no nothing is allowed to open. And guess what? You still have to pay your people. And that's how I feel about that. So let's push on, fight fans, to some boxing talk. You know what I mean? You know how we like to start off these live streams with a good word. So that's my good word for the day. Celebrate your labor. It's one of the most important things that you offer into this world. You know what I mean? So let's see who we got up in the building, man. Let's get it on. Y'all want to hear some boxing talk? Let's get with it. Salute to my main man, DIL87 on deck in the house. What's up, man? My bro DIL87 rocking out with me tonight. Salute to you all, man. Salute to you all. My main man, Knockout Boxing 86 TV up in the building. What's up, bro? He says, yo, man, Mike is much better, bro. Thanks for that, man. Salute to you, KO, man. Much love, and thanks for rocking out with us tonight, bro. Yeah, man, we're gonna definitely talk a little tank tonight. I'm gonna pretty much pick up where I left off at from the other day, you know what I mean? But salute to my bro, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, my fellow Dallas Cowboy brother out there. Hey, KO, it's our year, homie. It's our year, you know what I mean? Last of a dying breed. What up, though? Salute, fam. You should take this 3-hour ride November the 8th and come to the city. I can show you some hospitality. Is that right? What's going on down there, man? They got a party going on? Man, don't miss no parties. Man, don't miss no parties, man. Let me know where's that. Let me know what's popping off. I might can pop up, might pull up. Never underestimate man, bro. I need a good road trip anyway, man. You know what I mean? Soaking up these last few sun rays for the summertime. I'm gonna miss the summer, everyone. I'm gonna miss the summer. But the beautiful thing about this, we're heading into October, which means guess what? Weather's gonna be changing. Most importantly, Halloween season. And man, I know a lot of y'all don't celebrate it, and I totally respect it if you don't. But man loves to dress up for Halloween. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, bro. I think this year I'm doing Captain Jack Sparrow. What say y'all? I think I'm doing Captain Jack Sparrow. I wanted to do the Joker, but the Joker just requires just way too much, man. Too much makeup, all of this stuff, and I'm not doing no cheesy ass half mask type shit. No, we're gonna have to go full throttle. You know what I mean? So gotta do the Joker, man. DIL87 says that last video sounded like a SOS signal, man. We are sending out the rescue helicopter. Nah, I seen your comment too, DIL. You left on it. I sound like I'm in a bunker somewhere, stashed away and shit. You know what I mean? Looking at the shadows on the wall. Nah, homie. I was just on transport in transit on the major highway. So it was I figured it wasn't gonna come off that good, but it was just worth the experimentation anyway, because I'm looking for ways to become more consistent with my newfounded busy schedule. You know what I'm saying? Pooh Dangle says, yo, man, Tank versus Roach. 130, 135. Roach. Who the fuck is Roach? Tank versus Roach. 130, 135. WBA, November in the DMV. Roach. Oh, Lamont Roach. Whoa, where you come at from with that one, Pooh Dangles? And excuse me to Lamont Roach, because I do have a relationship with his peoples, you know what I'm saying? So damn, that should have hit me like a ton of bricks. Salute to the homie Lamont Roach and his entire family. Wow, hey, to be honest with you, never crossed my mind, Pooh Dangles. Never once crossed my mind. That is very doable, bro. And he just fresh off winning the world title. You know, the biggest thing about Gervonta Davis's situation, and we hinted at this the other day, his best thing that he can do currently is honestly come up with something to negotiate against. That's the way this stuff works. When these boys start kicking up dust like this and they want to start acting a fool, thinking that you got nowhere to go, thinking that you got to mess with them, they want to be that way. This is what you do. You develop a third option. It was like it's like Obama, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to give Obama no health care, right? So what he said, I'm about to hit y'all with another option. What's up with this public option? I'll put all y'all asses out of business. I do a government run joint, man, put all of these health insurances down, easy work. So y'all gonna listen to me, or we gonna work on this public option? Needless to say, Obama got Obamacare through, right? Well, I mean, it's the same thing, bro. You give people something to negotiate against. So if Tank come out the woodworks with a Lamont Roach, and he say, "Hey, I got Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is a title. He got titles. He's from the DMV. It'll do good numbers out here in the DMV. Y'all keep ducking and dodging and come up with y'all fake ass retirement plans if you want to. You come up with your fake ass retirement plans if you want to. But guess what, homie? We're going to go over here and do something for a title. Yeah, it may be a smaller dude, but I'm sure Lamont Roach wouldn't trip off that. He would love to have an opportunity like that to fall in his lap. I definitely support that fight 150%. I'd push that fight. I'd be on board 1,000%, bro. Pooh Dangles, great eye, great insight right there, homie. Great insight. You say November DMV? I hope so. I'm with it. If they do it, I'm in the building. They do it, I'm there. Hands down. I'm in there. Keyshawn Davis fights. I live in Norfolk. You live in Norfolk or out Norfolk? Out in Virginia. Oh man, that's a hop, skip, and a jump. It's a hop, skip, and a jump, bro. I used to stay going down there all the time, especially, you know, back when I was a little bit younger, and I used to go down there for the college stuff all the time, Joe. Plus, I used to have a little girlie down there. So I used to stay going down there towards that way, or towards Virginia Beach and shit. Oh man, that's a hop, skip, and a jump, man. Let me know. I might have to pull up. That's a literally hop, skip, and a jump. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Salute to Norfolk, man. Let me know something, man. Salute to my main man, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more up in our house. What's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Thanks for rocking out with me, and I hope all is well up north to my man, Bruce. You know what I mean? Salute to you, Bruce. What's the strain of the month, Bruce? What's the strain of the month? Let me know something. Salute to my homie, Damon Webster, up in here rocking out the night fight fans. Salute to you, man. Salute to my main man, Damon. Salute to you, Damon. So we're gonna get this thing rolling, fight fans. Let's start off with a couple little things before we get to the tank stuff. Y'all know we gotta see what's going on throughout the week, and it's been really much a quiet week this week in boxing. We don't got no big fights to look forward to this weekend. I know we had earlier this week. We had Monster Inouye fight. He came on, what was that, Monday morning or Tuesday morning? It was one of the days. But we had Monster Inouye fight earlier this week, early in the wee hours of the morning, so I wasn't able to cover it. And he defeated TJ Donaghy by stoppage, something that most of us pretty much guessed that he would do. You know what I'm saying? Monster Inouye going in there doing his thing. Unfortunately, it wasn't a fight that was high on the radar for a lot of boxing fans. And you know, questions are starting to more questions are starting to emerge about Monster Inouye when it comes to this fight game. Now, the first thing is, and no, we're not talking about Inouye tank. That's not in the conversation tonight. If Inouye is going to be if he's going to continue to do what he does, right, down at 122 pounds, and he just got there, they say, man, a couple fights ago. He don't want to move up. He don't want to go and try his hand at 26, where there are much better fighters at. Okay, cool. Man, he doesn't want to come over here to America to fight in front of everyone. He wants to stay in Japan. Okay, cool. All right. So I guess it's just Inouye's world and everybody just fucking living in it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. So if we're going to look down at 122 for Inouye, for 22 Inouye's next opponent, my guess is it's going to have to go towards MJ. I always call him AK. It's MJ. It's going to have to go towards MJ. We know that MJ was calling out Monster Inouye before the fight. He was calling out Monster Inouye after the fight. He got interviews already currently circulating out here in the public. Now, the thing is that MJ is a former champion at 122 pounds. He lost his title to Marlon Tapales, whom Monster Inouye has already defeated Marlon Tapales. So a lot of people may say, yo, man, what is he tripping off fighting this guy when he's already beat the guy that beat him? I say I don't want to hear that crap. I say styles make fights. I say that MJ is not no bum. And MJ is a damn good fight. And if you go back to that Marlon Tapales fight that he lost, that was a close fight. He lost by split decision. Very, very close fight. But at once upon a time, the two premier fighters of 122 before Monster got there was, of course, Stephen Fulton and MJ. So MJ want that work. But however, it seems for some odd reason, Monster Inouye is not answering the call. I'm starting to see more stuff come out saying that he's looking to go, I don't know, I think he's going back towards Sam Goodman or something. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? But he's not, I haven't seen anything in print saying that he's looking towards MJ. And I think this is a fire burner of a fight. I think it's action packed. MJ comes in there, throws some good punches, good power, really good pedigree, really good fighter. I honestly always wanted to see the MJ versus Raees Salim fight. We never got that fight. And these are the kind of fighters that Monster Inouye just not dealing with. Y'all can say, oh, man, he don't have to do this and he don't have to do that. Listen, we don't talk like that in the sport of boxing. Listen, there was a lot of fights that Terrence Crawford didn't have to do, but he did them. There was a lot of fights he didn't have to do. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do David Avanesian, but he did it because he's there. You fight who is there. People knocked on his resume for years. Oh, he didn't fought no one. He fought who was there. And that's the same thing with Monster Inouye. Y'all keep giving these dudes passes. No, fuck all the cherry picking. Are you going to fight MJ next? Because I'm down to see that fight. Now, MJ came out before the fight, and he was even questioning a fight with Monster Inouye and TJ Donaghy, or whatever the guy's name was. And he says, and I quote, "You just received the Fighter of the Year award. You're considered one of the best pound for pound fighters, and you're avoiding this challenge. That's ridiculous. I respect all fighters, but this fight is 4 or 5 years too late, past Dohany's prime. It doesn't make sense that someone of Inouye's level would fight an old man who lost his title 5 years ago. When I beat the man who beat Doheny, well, he could say the same thing to you, MJ. He beat the man that beat you in Marlon Tapali's. So he says that in my 7th professional fight. If that's how Inouye's is proving his greatness, then that's just how it is. End quote. And those are the words of MJ Akhmadiliev. So he want the work. He got one loss, fight fans. And before that one loss, he was riding a wave of momentum of being considered the second best guy in the class. So it's only right, and I get it. He did Monster beat Fulton, and you got to give him full credit for that. Even though I think that Fulton, I don't want to make no excuses, but I'm just saying I think that Fulton was supposed to been left 122. That's all I'm gonna say. Monster, he beat Fulton, no excuses, and there was a lot of controversy around that fight with the gloves and Monster Inouye's gloves and so on and so forth. So I don't want to open that ugly can of worms right now. But I will say he beat Stephen Fulton, and that was considered the best guy of the class. Salute. But why not beat the second best, or the guy that was considered the second best? That's all I'm saying, fight fans. So hopefully Monster Inouye step it up, man. That Doheny fight just went under the radar. No one can care less about that fight. And it was here today, gone tomorrow, and we're moving on to the next. Salute to my homie Ramses X that's up in here tonight, man. Ramses, what's up with you, bro? Hope all is well, fam. Hope all is well. He says, what up, fam? Chilling. You all ready? Salute to you, man. And thanks for rocking out with me tonight, you know? Salute, man. Salute. Hold up, man. The fight November 8th. He held the presser out here today, says Last of a Dying Breed. Hold on now. So you the second person in the comment section to stamp this. Hold up. Yeah, now you threw me off my pivot a little bit. Give me 30 seconds, fight fans. You can't be serious. Y'all can't be serious. You not be talking about Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, right? I don't see nothing official. I do see some chatter about it though, but nothing official. I will definitely be keeping my third eye open for that, everyone. If that is the case, Mainman is pushing that fight to high heaven. I'm telling you straight like that. And we're gonna be talking about that for days, maybe even weeks, because I have a relationship with the Roaches. Full disclosure. That would be amazing. Oh, okay. All right, bro, don't do that to me. You say Keyshawn Davis. Oh, okay, bro. I'm about to say, bro. Oh, okay. Oh, look, what you say? You say Keyshawn Davis. Oh, all right. I got you. I thought you was talking about Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, bro. I was about to go off, bro. We were about to change the whole direction of this stream. Real spill. So okay. So Keyshawn is going down. That's what's up. Salute to Keyshawn Davis. I did see the press conference a little earlier. I seen there was a whole bunch of folks up on the stage, including old Brian Norman. Brian Norman gonna be on the undercard. So salute to Keyshawn, man. Keep on making your way. I'll definitely be checking on Keyshawn's fights. Yeah, I know we definitely support Keyshawn Davis over here. So we will be watching and seeing how his progression is coming along. It's going to be a matter of time before he's knocking on the door of a title shot. Truth be told, he may even be knocking on the door maybe as early as his next fight. So we'll definitely keep on watching out for that, man. So yeah, but when it comes to Monster Inouye, man, we'll see if he start to answer more challenges. MJ is definitely calling out his name, fight fans. So we will see if his next fight turns out to be Akhmadiliev, because right now there's nobody at 122 pounds that the public is pressing for Monster Inouye to jump in there with. It's just the names is just not there. Simple. No need to try to be scientific with it. No need to try to go on people's resumes and break down styles and blah, blah, blah. There's just, the person is just not there. They're just not there. So we'll see what happens with Monster Inouye for his future fights. Let's keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep pushing. I want to stop right here. And I want to give a major salute to Turkey Al Sheikh and Riyadh Season Hey fam, I don't know if y'all was able to catch. Damn, I ain't even put the artwork up, man. Hey, listen, I don't know if y'all were able to catch the promo or the trailer for the AJ versus Daniel Dubois card, man, that's coming out for Riyadh season in a few months. Slim, they did the damn thing. I don't care what nobody say. I know some of y'all out there complaining about it, like, oh, it's just too much, it's too over the top. It's like watching a Netflix trailer or something like that. Man, listen, y'all tripping. I keep telling y'all, man, people feel what they don't understand. See, over here in America, we so used to the same old boring 1-2 fucking step. We're so used to it. Over there in the UK, they've been innovating it. They've been innovating their interests. They've been innovating the cards, fireworks, and pyrotechnics everywhere. That's how you get a show. That's how you get people their money's worth. But instead, you know, people just happy with the one. Even when Deontay Wilder, when he did what he did, right? When Deontay Wilder went into that ring and he had that WBC belt come down on the string in that glass case, man, that was theatrical. That was impressive. That's how you give the people their money's worth. You think that when people go to a football game, they're going just to watch the game? Do you think when people go to a baseball game or a basketball game, you think that we're just going just to watch the game? No. We're going to see the festivities. We're going to participate in the atmosphere. We're going to talk some shit. We're going to debate some cats and shit like that. We're going to watch a parade. And this is all before the game even starts. We're going to tailgate. We're going to eat good. We're going to drink good. We're going to smoke 100 J's. We're going to do all of that. You know what I mean? Because you paying for the whole event. And that's how boxing, that's how fighters like Gervonta Davis and Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford, big name fighters, this is how you should conduct your events. It will make your event the hottest ticket in the city. You got to do shit like this. And so I want to give a very hearty salute to Turki Al-Sheikh and what he did for that Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua trailer, man. Like, we seen this for the Riyadh season, the last card when they went all out, when they did it with the Queensbury and Matchroom thing, right? They did a whole presentation and gave all of these cats nicknames like they were some sort of old gangsters or something like that, man. And I thought that shit was jive, man. I know. See, man, listen, man, we got to keep boxing innovative. That's the name of the game. This is how you keep people coming back. If not, the old folks, when their favorite fighters retired, they gone. The young folks gonna come in here, they gonna want to see some shit. You gonna have to hold their attention. And that's just the way it goes, man. So I want to give a real hearty salute to Turki Al-Sheikh and say, please, sir, do not stop what you are doing. It works, man. It works, bro. I think it's fire. I truly, honestly do. So hopefully, Turki Al-Sheikh continues. And I hear he's working with the movie producer Guy Ritchie to do it. Madonna's ex-husband. He's the dude that's doing them all. So I got a quick little joint right here. This is one of the screenshots, man. Hey, this is how the joint even just started. I know a lot of y'all probably seen this all over social media, bro, but man, they did that damn thing, bro. They had the special effects in the joint, man. Like, this is how you try to become entertaining. And whether it works or it don't work, I at least appreciate the effort. So keep up the good shit, man. Keep up the great work. Keep these trailers coming. Try to keep boxing entertaining. Try to find new innovative ideas and innovative ways to get to the people. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I know one of the things that we do know is that Turki Al-Sheikh has now came out for his next card. And I think, a matter of fact, for this card, which it was starting to kick up a little bit of controversy, if I'm not mistaken. And looks like he's now lowered his price point. So a lot of people were complaining. I know we were on here kicking up some dust about a week ago and saying that, hey, Turki, bro, one of the biggest things that we don't like in the sport of boxing is having to pay a lot of money for fights that we can give two craps about. And that was one of our main, talking points. I think of like last week's We Talking Boxing. And it's funny. And just like Turki Al-Sheikh has been doing the whole time he's been in the sport, he's been very reactive to the fans, which is always a good thing. And so he must have heard the pleas of the fans. And now he's lowered that price point. So it looks as if that the USA pay-per-view price for Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois on the 21st. Oh, it's the 21st. I thought it was like next month. Damn, I'll be off. September 21st will be $19.99 on pay-per-view.com has revealed. So it's also going to be shown on DAZN pay-per-view as well. So yeah, man. So listen, salute the turkey out of sheep, man, because we was all wondering, like, bro, you supposed to be the man with the endless bag, allegedly, right? So what and you telling everyone it's not about profit. And from what we've hearing about all of the news when it comes to turkey, it's not about profit. It's about wanting to do this for boxing and wanting to do that for boxing. Some say he has other agendas and so on and so forth, but whatever it is, I don't think it's financial. And at the end of the day, if that's the case, bro, then you shouldn't have been charging us an arm and a leg. And so he has responded, and this is beautiful. Once again, Turkey Ali Sheik stands true to his word, the same way he did with Terrence Crawford. I see Eddie Hearn running around out here talking about some Terrence Crawford is retiring, or he's thinking about retirement. Do not believe that garbage. Straight up trash coming out of Eddie's mouth, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He has no answers for Jaron Boots Ennis, so he wants to kick up controversy about Terrence Bud Crawford. That's how it goes. Distraction, distract the people. What about this little shiny thing over here, though? Don't jump on me and Boots. Don't worry about what's going on with us. How about you deal with this shiny little thing over here? Hell nah, homie. So don't be running around here talking about some Bud retiring. Bud is not thinking about retiring currently at the moment, fight fans. Bud is preparing for Sebastian Fundora, and he is preparing for the next leg of his legendary career. That's what he's doing. Oh, he doesn't want to fight anyone but Canelo. It's just how do you know that, bro? You're not his promoter. Who the hell told Eddie Hearn that he was Terrence Crawford's promoter? You don't know what Terrence Crawford got going on. You ain't in Omaha. You ain't in Omaha, and you definitely you on business with Boots, so you're not sitting right there next to Turkey. You don't know what the hell Terrence Crawford. That's between Turkey and Terrence. And here go Eddie. Well, he doesn't want to fight anyone else. He wants to retire, and he don't want to fight no one but Canelo. Man, shut up, man. You just mad because you hitting brick walls, driving Boots into a ditch, and Lord knows, hopefully your hands ain't gonna be on Shakur, but for these 1 or 2 fights, because we know that you don't got the juice to do Shakur and Devin. We don't think you do, Eddie. We don't think you got the juice to do that. And they both are on your network currently. You're trying to do Liam Paro and Devin, granted, but can you do Devin and Shakur? Do you got the juice? Or does Turkey got to do it? See, I'm starting to draw a line between these cats and Turkey, fight fans. See, Turkey is all about Riyadh season. He got nothing to do with matchroom cards. He got nothing to do with top rank cards. He got nothing to do with Premier Boxing Champion cards. He got everything to do with Riyadh season. And it seems like when it comes to the Riyadh season cards, they're coming together like clockwork. Bop, bop, bop. Bivol and Baturbia. Bam, bam, bam. Damn near got David Benavidez and Terrence Crawford damn near. I mean, it's all coming together when it comes to Riyadh season. But Eddie, you on your own without the assistance of Turkey, well, I don't know, bro. We seeing little putts. We seeing you putting out, bro. Everyone is giving you full credit. You are the best promoter in the game, no doubt. But I'm just saying, fight fans, Eddie got to do better. So he need to keep Terrence Crawford's name out his mouth, man. He need to keep his name out his mouth. Pudango says, yo, man, Tank is fighting November 2nd. That is the rumor. Oh, that's the rumor? Yeah, well, I mean, that's been rumored for months at this point. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. We're getting real close. What is it, September? And nothing from and Tank's opponent has not been announced at this moment. We're getting really close to November the 2nd, especially in that threshold where training camp got to start, right? Now, granted, in these cases, a lot of times they already know, and they may go off and start working out. I don't know, but all I know is officially nothing has been announced, and that ain't cool for a Tank Davis fight who got to hit certain numbers. It's not smart to be waiting for the last few weeks before a fight and think that everyone could just take off work and just stop what they're doing in their life to go and see a Gervonta Davis fight. So I would think that it's best for them to get out here more earlier than later, you know what I mean, to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. Real spill. See what we got. Hey, Pudango says, yo, man, Anui will fight Goodman end of the December as his IBF and WBO mandatory. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Sam Goodman is back up on. Did he already fight the dude? Did he already fight him or no? I don't know. I lost, bro. When I initially heard Sam Goodman's name, I'd stop paying attention, to be honest. It was nothing. It wasn't worth the attention. I'm just sorry, fight fans. It's the same. It's Groundhog Day with Anui right now. And I'm not interested in covering Groundhog Day. That shit get boring. Same old shit every time around. Same old opponent every time around. It's Groundhog Day, homie. Stop with the Groundhog Day. Come up to 26. Put some work in. Come on over here to the U.S. You know what I mean? All I know is Stephen Fulton went over to Japan, and I've never seen Stephen Fulton look that bad, but I ain't making no excuses. You know. WBA just ordered NUA to fight MJ yesterday. Good stuff, bro. And the WBA did that. Salute. I hope it sticks, and I hope it matters. MJ deserves the fight. He is the next best guy in the class. If you're gonna be facing Donaghy's and Goodmans, you might well face MJ. Simple as that. Canelo faces Bumlanger Saturday of next week. Yeah, it's gonna be Canelo week next week. We'll be having Canelo back front and center for his Bumlanger fight next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that Bud Crawford's name is going to be floating all throughout the build-up. I'm sure Eddie Hearn, I'm sure Eddie Hearn's going to be using Bud's name as he already is. Canelo's going to be using Bud's name as he already is. No one cares about the Bumlanger fight, especially in this country, outside of Canelo's hardcore fan base. So we'll put it front and center next week, man. You know what I mean? But you know, hopefully it'll pep things up in the sport a little bit more. Just watch that Joshua Dubois promo, man. This was on point, different, and it gets your attention, says Ramsey. That ain't nothing but facts, and I love it, man. I love it. Turkey is doing a really good job. Oh, should I say the director and Guy Ritchie? Salute to Guy Ritchie, man. Madonna's ex-husband. He's doing a good job. He's a good director. So they did the damn thing for that promo, bro. I got to give them full credit on that. Will we see Jaron in one of these big Riyadh season cards in the future? Turkey would have made that Ennis versus Norman Jr. fight. Let's talk about that, fam, because now we got some more developments. We've already I thought we put that to rest the other day, but I don't know. Now people are starting to, the eyebrows are starting to raise up a little bit when it comes to Eddie Hearn after we've been hearing what we've heard about this whole Jaron Ennis situation. Let's talk about it, fight fans. Let's move towards this real quick. So the deal is this. I'm going to read a little bit from the Ring Magazine. Salute to Jake Donovan over at the Ring Magazine who wrote an article about this. And I'll just read a couple sentences from this article, man. And it says that the Ring has confirmed that P2M Box promotion has won the purse bid. For Ennis. Hold on one second. Has won the purse bid for Ennis IBF welterweight mandatory title defense versus Karen Shaka Khan. P2M, Shaka Khan's promoter, claimed promotional rights with a bid of $2 million. Matchroom Boxing, Ennis's promoter, bidded $1.5 million for the ordered but undesirable rematch. Under the current 65-35 split, Ennis is due to earn 1.3. The remaining 35%, which is $700,000, would go to Chukazan's, or aka Shaka Khan's, as the mandatory challenger. End quote. So that's what's up. So salute to Karen Shukazan, Shaka Khan's side for smacking around Eddie Hearn in a purse bid, and now they have officially lost the purse bid to a unknown, basically. And this is a fight that we all know that the fans are not clamoring for. Everyone has already seen Boots do this before, and no one left impressed. It wasn't a fan-friendly fight. It was a very, very boring fight. And so it seems like Eddie Hearn and Boots, they really don't want this, because truth be told, if you look at these numbers, 2 million, 1.5, Eddie Hearn could have done this. He could have easily, in this fight, supposedly they wanted it in Philly for a Philly hometown fight for Jaron Ennis. Now we just don't know, because by the other side winning the purse bid, everyone, they basically get A-side rights. They get to take the fight where they want to take it. They get to basically run. They're the lead promoters. And Eddie lost his purse bid to an unknown. And so now when people look at this, they say, yo, Mainman, this makes me go back to the Brian Norman situation. This makes me say, well, if Eddie lost Boots' purse bid by roughly 500,000, did not Brian Norman and his daddy want an extra 500,000 from Eddie in order to make the fight happen? And so people is looking now back towards Eddie and saying, Eddie, we was with you up until we seen this purse bid go down like this. And now we're wondering, are you broke? That's what people are saying. They want, are you broke? You couldn't give Norman 500,000. You let Shaka Khan and his people come through and take the fight out of Boots, and now Boots got to go goodness knows where in order to do this fight. Now, there's an other side to this pillow. Of course, you know, Mainman always covers the entire pillow, not just the warm and cool side. We do it all together. There is a flip side to this coin, and that is, people may say, oh, Mainman, what the hell does Eddie Hearn care about winning this purse bid? This is not a winning, profitable fight. Eddie put up 1.5. More than likely, most of that was going to go to Boots, right? So Boots would have walked away 1.1-ish, and Curran would have walked away roughly what, $400,000 to $500,000. And maybe Eddie looked at the price of that fight and said to himself, you know what, bro, that's all I got for that fight. I ain't making nothing with that. We might could put that in Philly, but who really is anybody gonna come to see that? When knowing damn well that the YouTubers and the boxing fans, the content creators, we're gonna flush this fight down the toilet, which is going to give a very, very bad impression to the boxing fans. So Eddie may be, you know, doing the numbers like, yo, bro, I got money, but damn, do I just got money to throw away? I've already overpaid Boots for his last fight. How much did Boots make versus Ebenezer? And we just went through this the other day. He may be looking at it like, yo, I blew a lot of money on that shit. And nobody was, I mean, but Boots did pack 14,000 in Philly for that fight. So salute to Boots. And I'm sure that he made some money, some good money in there. It wasn't no pay-per-view fight, but he did put 14,000 in the building for Ebenezer. But maybe Eddie looked at it and said, yo, yeah, we might have got 14 for him, but shit, I don't see us doing that shit for Curran. Could have been the case. Promoters do this all the time, fight fans. I know sometimes we could take the bait and say, dog, you looking kind of weak losing these purse bids, but sometimes a promoter, they look at it and say, yo, it don't make sense for me. It don't make sense for me and what I'm trying to do. So what the hell, bro? You know, no one cares about the fight. No one, it's not on the interest of a lot of boxing fans like that. So maybe Eddie just gave it to him. You know, we've seen examples like Bob Arum send Vasil Lomachenko over to Eddie Hearn and say, Eddie, you could take Loma, big name Loma. Go take Loma and go take him over in the UK, get him paid and send him on back. Loma, send me my 25%. I'm cool with that. I'll make more money doing it that way as opposed to putting this actual fight on myself. It works like that in boxing, fight fans. So these promoters are clearly doing numbers. And I don't know why Eddie would want to lose his hot prospects to another network or to another venue or somewhere outside of his area of control. I don't know why you want to run that risk, because things can go left in these matters. We know that, fight fans. You can get the wrong judges. You can get the wrong people from that man's hometown. You just don't know how this goes. And it's crazy that Eddie is taking that kind of risk. Now, competitively in the ring, do I fear Boots losing to Shaka Khan? Absolutely not. Even though Boots had to figure out that jigsaw puzzle out, and it was kind of lame watching him in that fight. But either way, I think the second time around, Boots still can seal the deal. Whether it be the same kind of fight that we got the first time around, or Boots making some slight adjustments that maybe cut that ring off a little bit more better. But either way it goes, dog, I think that we can get, I think that Boots ain't got nothing to worry about. Now, in the Brian Norman situation, fight fans, I still sticking to I'm going to stand on business with this one and stick to my original theory. I think that this is night and day. I know we see 500,000 and we're looking at the common link, but I don't think that this is the same. I think in the Brian Norman situation, same way. If Eddie wanted that fight, he could have got that fight. 500,000 is not a hard number to come up with, fight fans. We talking Eddie Hearn, who be paying Anthony Joshua a gazillion dollars, who throws gazillions of dollars to Canelo for any little fight. So he got it. The thing is that I'm sure Eddie had like we said last week, a serious conversation with Bob before all of this got underway. And Eddie already was told, I'm sure, by Bob, hands off of my fighter. Hands off of my fighter. The only time that I've known Eddie to buck Bob in situations like this was the Teo situation when Teo went over there to fight on the zone, and that did not go well. That pissed Bob all the way off, right? Him and Eddie out here in the public. Oh, he's just this. He's a snot-nosed kid, and he ain't that, and he ain't this. He don't know this, and he don't know that. Bob was heated that Teo went over there to the zone. Because it's hands off. Certain fighters, they can go back and forth. You can go all over the place. But A-level, high caliber, big name fighters, no, they need permission slips. They need permission slips. And so in a case like this, it's like, in the Brian Norman's case, where you have that WBO world title in the mix, I think that Brian Norman, and I don't know if the Normans was in the loop or not, I don't know. But I think that what they ran into was a political problem. Bob Arum not wanting to lose the WBO title, not the one that Terence Crawford held around his waist for years, and there was nothing that Bob can do about it. That belt has been in Top Rank stable as long as I've been covering the sport, and that's been many years. I've never known the 147 WBO belt to go anywhere outside of the Top Rank stable. See, Bud had it. Even when Floyd had it, Floyd kept it for a day. Keith Thurman called it the WB no. You know why he had the gumption and the balls to say that, fight fans? Because he knows that his side don't deal with the WBO title. That's Bob's belt. PBC for a long time didn't even recognize the WBO. A lot of us seen it as a diss towards Terence Crawford, but more so it was them not acknowledging that belt because they don't have no control over it. None. And so what happened, and I think in Brian's and Boots' case, is what? Similar, same thing. Well, Boots, you can't get that, you're not fighting a guy from across the street. Like he told Devin Haney, you signed with the wrong promoter, kid. It's a simple situation. There's no way that world title will walk over there to Boots and Bob won't see it no time soon. That means Teo don't got a belt to look forward to at 147. That means that Bob can't attract talent at 147 because he got no belts in his stable. He can't build Brian Norman on nothing, no foundation with no belt. You take a loss so early, I ain't even built you yet, kid. You just got here. And so Bob is taking all of that into account, and he's telling Eddie, pump your brakes. 500,000. Come on, Eddie did that shit by design and worked that shit all the way up to that purse bid, knowing that they couldn't deal no more. So he dragged the shit out of that shit. I'm not saying that Eddie was wrong under any circumstances. He was right. He did right by Norman. We already went through this. He gave Norman a bigger offer every time he came around the block. Nothing bad to say about Eddie. All bad to say about the Normans and their terrible business dealings. They should have called the bluff. Now they look like the Ducks instead of Boots. But either way, you know what I mean? And so in this case right here, bro, it's not a good look, man, that Jaron Ennis lost a freaking purse bid to Shaka Khan and his side, man. It's really not a good look for Eddie Hearn. It's not a good look for Boots. It ain't. I mean, the definition I just gave y'all, yes, that could be very true, but people are not going to think that deep. All people want to do is surface think on this shit. And they're going to say, hey, what I see on the surface is Boots losing a damn purse bid and Eddie Hearn is behind it right after the Brian Norman situation. So that means that Eddie is broke. That's how this is going to go with the people that read things on the surface. This is going to reignite talking points between the PBC lovers and the people who don't want to see Eddie succeed for real. This is going to allow talking points to now break up. Eddie, you're losing purse bids. What's going on? Now, if people say that, fight fans, they're well within their right to say that, because when Al Heyman was losing purse bids, well, Lord have mercy. I remember those times. Fire and brimstone. Al and them are broke. Oh, PBC is broke. They got no money, man. None. They losing purse bids. Are we going to say the same thing about Eddie, or do y'all still think that he got $1 billion? Riddle me that. I don't know, man. I don't know. DIL87 says it's good for Karen because that's going to be his biggest payday to survive 12 again. Yeah, that's good for Karen and his inside, man. They get to, you know, do everything. They get to run the show. That's good for Karen, bro. It's really good for Karen. And you know, like I said, if there's any opportunities for something sinister to happen, well, hey, you know, I'm just saying, Boots better go in there and be on his A game and get this guy up out of there, man. You know what I mean? Last of a Dime Breeze says, yo, man, he might be broke. New budgets come at the beginning of the year. It's the end. That money short. Gotta stretch it out. Yeah, hey, in a lot of cases, believe it or not, bro, you know what? It's not no, and it is that in some cases the top of the year, but also the beginning of the fiscal year, right? A lot of people go by fiscal years, like I do at my job. And our fiscal year starts in September. Who's to say Eddie just didn't get a re-up? Who's to say he didn't just get a re-up? Good point, though, bro. They may be towards the end of the year, maybe broke. Who knows? AJ could be sucking up all of the cash, too. I mean, from what I understand, they breaking records out there between AJ and Daniel Dubois. They putting a bunch of seats out there in Wembley. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Why Boots didn't just break Norman off if he wanted the belt that bad? Devin took sacrifices. You got to bet on yourself. Why Boots didn't just break Norman off? He could have. I'm not going to sit here and be against that. You're right. He could have. Earl did it. I mean, we went over it. Earl did it. Earl sure took a lesser purse to make sure that Crawford fight got across the finish line. I'm sure. That's what happens when you really got somebody that really want to prove. Now, I've never heard Boots come out and talk that way ever in his entire career. Boots has always been a money man and about that money. When it comes to Boots and Bozy, they ain't gonna let nobody take money out of their pocket. They hid up under Steven Espinoza for years, getting that easy money. For years. And they're doing the same thing with Eddie. You do got to wonder and say, hey, if Boots won it though, man, how many interviews do you got, or how many articles are you reading that Jaron Ennis is out here saying, you know what, we're going to make it happen? No, don't go nowhere yet. I'm going to talk to my side and we're going to see if we can meet in the middle. I don't got one article. I don't got one interview. I got Boots saying what he offered them and saying that he has sent deals and that we've sent bigger deals and he want the most money. And he's right. He's 100% right. But do I got anything of Boots bucking his side, willing to give a couple more dollars, anything of that caliber? No. And the reason I don't got that is because this shit wasn't never going to happen from the jump. Bob and Eddie played as real. I mean, look at what they doing, like I said, with Bud Crawford. They got to use his name to sell everything. And I got to give Eddie credit. That whole drag out thing, that whole little shabaku provided a bit of momentum for Brian Norman and for Boots. How the hell was Brian Norman going to just pull himself off of Keyshawn's card? Riddle me that, fight fan. You think that Bob was going to allow Brian Norman to just rip himself off of Keyshawn's card and go and fight Boots? You think that Bob was going to jack up his card to fix up Eddie's? It don't work that way. Main man Bob would have got 25%. That 25% is a drop in the bucket to what Brian Norman was getting paid. A drop in the bucket. What that? A couple 100,000, maybe 100,000 for Bob. Bob said, hell no, I'll keep that belt over here for that. Not a lot of money, fight fans. And Bob can do much more things with that belt and make much more money than that possible 100,000 that the Normans would have had to pay him to go and fight Boots. You know, Eddie don't want to lose that bid. He just bid what he know, and he can make some money. I mean, I just really think that if Eddie, from what we seen Eddie put up for Boots and Avanesian, and if he can go, because if I'm not recall, we talking about Boots was heading into like $3+ million category, like for that last fight. Like he got paid really, really well for that last fight. And if Eddie can do that for that fight, don't tell me he couldn't find 500,000 for Norman, and he couldn't have found another maybe 700 to 800,000 to secure that bid for Jaron Ennis, especially since Jaron is only making half of what he made against Avanesian. I think Eddie did this shit because he ain't want to lose no cash. But on the flip side, it's still, once again, not a good look. And I'm not going to say that anyone's theory on this is wrong. You know what I mean? Because it's just not a good look. And I do something inside of me do say, why the hell would he want to lose a purse bid to these folks? It makes you look like the little dude, the little promoter. I might can figure it out because we watching the sport all the time. But most people going to say, yo, Eddie, you lost to who? He fighting where? And what is this going to do to Boots' momentum? It's going to come to a halt if they do not find something to talk up about Boots Ennis. This shit going to get old fast. What we're going to end up in a couple of weeks is talking about Boots and Bud all over again. I'm telling y'all this is going to happen. I don't know. One of his favorite little interview channels or somebody going to come up with some crap to say about Bud Crawford to try to get the Bud fans wired up again. And Bud fans, y'all got to stop taking the bait over every little fighter. Look, we worked very hard to get Bud Crawford hot, man. Very hard. And these folks in there just come, and Bud didn't do no clout chasing. Bud got hot on performance. Not lying about this and lying about that and faking like he want to fight this guy and saying this guy's name. Everyone that he said he wanted to fight. And he attempted to make those fights. And so he got slammed through the mud. He got dissed by several fan bases, dissed by several networks. No one wanted to get him a shot. Now he's the man on top, and everyone is saying his name, and they want to get a reaction from the same fan base that got Bud there. You got to understand that shit took a lot of leg work, fight fans. And you know Mainman know because I was right here. Y'all know Mainman know. Mainman put that work in. But that took a lot of work. And if these cats are just skating through this shit and trying to get hot like him off of just saying his name, we're not doing that shit. So Bud fans, y'all got to be less responsive to these dudes. Worry about Bud's vision going forward. If it's undisputed, if it ain't nothing to do with Undisputed and Bud Crawford, then we shouldn't be talking about it. If it ain't got nothing to do with Canelo and Bud Crawford, we shouldn't be talking about it. Worrying about what Boots going to do. Oh, Teo. People coming. Oh, man, did you see what Teo said about Boots? I don't give two craps about what Teo got to say about Terrence Crawford. I'm sorry. I don't care what he got to say. It's fake. So that's how we got to be. Bud Crawford had to work hard, knocking out everybody to get here, breaking down barriers, breaking down walls in politics in the sport of boxing. Threatening to sue one of the most powerful promoters in the history of the sport in Bob Arum. You don't just threaten to sue Bob Arum or sue Bob Arum and just walk away like it's all that. Nah. Walked away with his belt, walked away with his title, and then told Bob, you still owe me a couple dollars. And what? It was very smart the way he did it. He used that black bias stuff. Remember, everybody thought, oh man, what's wrong with Crawford? He's so emotional. He's so sensitive. He talking about black boxes. And meanwhile, Bob Arum took him here. Bro, he used that to get the hell up out of it, to win public support. Because at that time, there was no other ethnic group coming at him harder than his own. It was his own that was calling him slaves. It was his own that was saying he wasn't that good. It was his own saying he didn't fight nobody. So he had to win support amongst his own. And so he had to go through all of that to get to where he's at. And these folks, they don't do none of that. They just want clout chase. The 2024 way. I want to give a major salute to my main man DGO. Just pulled on up through this joint, man. Salute to your DGO and much love to your champ. Salute, man. Hey, salute to my main man Damon Webster, man, out there in the super chat, man. Thank you for that wonderful donation, Damon. And salute to you, my friend. Salute to you. He says, yo, Eddie lost bids for Devin, Andre, and Boots. Meanwhile, Gennady Golovkin was fighting tomatoes, and Eddie never lost a bid for him, only brothers. Wow. That's a way to put that shit into perspective there, Damon. Damn. Didn't realize it like that. He lost bids for Devin. What bid did he lose for Devin? What did he lose for Devin? Damn. Andre, I can't say he did bad by Andre. I mean, yeah, he did. He couldn't secure Canelo and Gennady Golovkin for Andre. He tried to throw Billy Joe Saunders at Andre. Billy Joe put a needle up his ass. He couldn't really do anything else outside of that for Andre, man. But I don't know if that was Eddie and just the other fighters reluctant not to fight him. Now, could Eddie threw a gazillion dollars at him to fight Andre? 100%. He could have. And not to mention with Andre being one of his earliest signings over there with Matchroom Boxing USA. Him and curly head ass Daniel Jacobs. But in Andre's case, I think a lot of it had to do with the fighters that just didn't want to get in the ring with him. Canelo didn't know how to deal with that style, especially when Andre was Andre. You know what I mean? Gennady Golovkin, I have no idea. He act like Andre wasn't even existing. And, but now when it comes to Devin, he may have failed Devin once or twice. And when it comes to Boots, he definitely has been failing Boots in these last couple fights. So he's paying Boots, but he ain't securing no big names. Eddie don't got the juice to do no unifications at 147. He don't got no juice to do no unifications. You can't do Norman. You can't do Stanionis. You can't do Barrios. You can't do none of them. So the question is amongst boxing fans is, well, when we go through this weekly for the last, 3 or 4 weeks, is what the hell is Boots doing? Main man, he should move up to 154. I'm sick of hearing it at this point. I told you, I'm sick of hearing it. Of course it makes sense. You're not wrong when you say it, but dog, he ain't doing it. They don't even want to hear it. Now I'm seeing articles floating around out here where Eddie Hearn is thinking about taking him up to 154. That shit is just talk. How the hell you thinking about taking him to 54 when you prepared and you just went through a purse bid? What, are you going to drop his title? He going to drop his belt and move up and fight Madrimov? I think not. That has never been the Boots way. So why should I expect that now, fight fans? Riddle me that. DGO says that the welterweight division is trash. If Eddie is going to spend on Boots, he better invest on positioning him for a title shot at 54, and that's where the money is at. Good point, bro. Start off, especially with Turki Al-Sheikh in your corner, who can probably make some things happen up at 154, given this new relationship with Oscar. We see Turki doing a Latinos night and shit. I have no interest in that. Salute to the Latinos that do, but I just don't have no interest in it. I don't think that Oscar stable is strong enough to have a Latino night. It's not that strong, fight fans. But Turki got the relationships working between Oscar and Bob and all of that stuff. So Boots, whom we seen Turki clear as day, and I got to keep putting this on the screen every single week so people won't think that I'm just talking out my ass, you know what I'm saying? But we see it clear as day. Turki was interested in the fight. I mean, it don't get no more clear than that, right? It don't get no more clear than that, fight fans. I mean, after this came out, bro, this made me done with it all. I'm done with Boots and Bud. I have no idea what Boots is doing. You got Turki as an ally. He's telling you what he wants you to do. He's seeking you out, trying to get you big fights, get you paid. And there's still been no action, no momentum, no advances towards this goal. So, bro, I'm just not going to sit here and go around the fucking mulberry bush with Jaron Ennis. It's dizzying. I'm dizzy, fight fans, when it comes to Boots. Love him as a talent. Think he's very talented. Can't wait to start continuously pushing him. Would love to push him. Would love to. I would love to buy into Boots Ennis. I really am. But bro, you got to show me something. And this shit is tiring. He's 27 and has not fought a top 5 guy yet. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. That's all I got to say. Salute to La Jessica that's up in here. What's up, sis? Chilling, 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 chilling. Much love to you. Thanks for coming on through tonight. Much love, much love. I agree with DGO though, bro. The welterweight division has turned into instant trash. Instant trash. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I don't want to keep going around the Marlboro bush with this shit, man. I'm sick of talking about the boot situation. It's a road to nowhere. It's a bridge to nowhere. It's a bridge to Shaka Khan. So I don't know what else to say about this no more. We're moving right along, fight fans. We're moving right along. You know what I mean? Boots, you got to give us direction, homie. You got to give us something, bro. We would love to be on your side with it. They're calling you the boogeyman. It's funny you can't get no fights, but it's not Boots' fault more so as it is opposed to Eddie's fault. But what people going to charge Boots with is the fact that you linked up with the guy. By you linking up with Eddie, it shows the world that, I'm not trying to link up with PBC. I'm not trying to put myself in the flame there. I'm not trying to go after Bud Crawford. I'm not trying to link up with Turkey right now. You decided to stick with Eddie. So you are going to feel the criticism on it. Let's hope the name pops up. I'm rooting for Jaron Ennis, and I'm wishing nothing but the best. And I do hope that he gets that fight that gets him that respect level that he wants amongst all boxing fans. And that's real talk. But Eddie, stop with the buying time bullshit, bro. Stop with the buying time bullshit, bro. Come up with a solution, man. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with Shakur? What are you going to do? Oscar's not going to give you Zepeda unless Turkey puts it on his card. Maybe Turkey can say, Oscar, give me Zepeda. But Eddie ain't going to be able to get Zepeda. That's out. That is totally out. I'm thinking that Turkey is definitely going to have to intervene when it comes to Shakur, because we ain't going to sit back and let Eddie drive Shakur into a damn ditch. Oh yeah, you fight with Zepeda next. Yeah, you're gonna fight Oscar sitting around like, how the hell are you gonna tell somebody that they're gonna fight my fighter? You got zero. See, that's your problem, Eddie. You think that you can control everyone's fighter. No. You need to be worrying about cats like Billy Joe Saunders and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got no kind of authority over at Golden Boy, especially after that Canelo shit. So look here, Eddie, bro. We get it. You're buying time, homie. And maybe you come up with a plan. I mean, listen, Eddie is the best promoter in the game right now. So if we're going to give him that hat, at the very least, we got to give him some space. I'm willing to give Eddie some space. I've been giving him, but I have been questioning every step of the way since he signed Boots of what's the plan. And yet nothing has came up. I thought Speedy Rashidi, I would have took the Speedy Rashidi fight over Shaka Khan. I'd have took Speedy Rashidi. Why didn't Eddie approach Danny? Danny was hunting for a fight. Why didn't you just throw the money to Danny and get Boots the name that he needs? The investment. You invested in all of that money for the Avanesian fight, but you don't invest for the Danny guy. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. The Jessica says, yo, Boots can walk on water. Man, this is why Mainman is very necessary. Mainman has no allegiances, fight fans. None. I say it how I want. I say it from the gut. I don't have to sit worried about who I piss off and who I don't piss off. Even my fighters, my favorite fighters, they're all subject to criticism at one point in time or another. But at the end of the day, listen, Mainman gonna call it like it is. Y'all know how we get down over here. Do y'all know how many fan bases they love me and hate me and love me again? Real spill. And so I just figured the way state that you always just be yourself. They're gonna love you and hate you and love you again. You know what I mean? So let us know something, Eddie, man. Let us know something, bro. Danny is gonna need 20 million to fight Jaron. Then again with Danny, I don't know, but I just think that that's a big enough name that's within reach that I think that Eddie could have got. But now PBC got him a fight. Now he's happy. He got him an easy lick. At least he thinks he does. And so now it's like that's just that time has passed. You know, that time has passed. So we waiting on Eddie to see what he gonna do, fight fans. So let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. We're going over an hour at this point. So I want to step into this now. This is where we were at the other day. We was talking about this situation right here when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that we all know, well, maybe we don't all know, but it's just something's weird's going on here. Something really weird is going on here. And I'll just kind of go back to the beginning. Starting with Lomachenko, right? There seems to be some sort of pussification. There is a pussification going around in the sport of boxing, fight fans. How the hell does Lomachenko and Rayo Valenzuela, the two targets in front of Gervonta Davis? How is it that both of these cats have the exact same excuse? Make that make sense. We got Lomachenko. All of a sudden, he loses all ambition and all motivation to want to get into a fight with Gervonta Davis. He comes to the table and then say, "Oh, you know what? I don't want to have nothing to do with nothing no more." Okay, cool. All of a sudden, Rayo Valenzuela, we hear his head trainer, Robbie Garcia, come out this week. Rayo doesn't want to fight for the rest of this year. And he has a rematch clause with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And he wants to maybe come back and face Gervonta Davis sometime next year. Which one is it, right? How do you all of a sudden got a rematch clause with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, but then you're willing to face Gervonta Davis in February or March? So what this leads to me, like I said the other day, is who's shortening on the money? It's got to be money. Lomachenko, before this moment, made it like the Gervonta Davis was the hero, be-all, end-all fight that he always wanted to have. Rayo Valenzuela, before the fight, same thing. Talking all about Tank. Now that they've had their fights, they won their belts, they're not even talking about Tank no more. So what this leads to me is, clearly, they came, they sat down, they talked, and the number clearly wasn't right. And it seems to me that they both walked away because maybe they want more money. Now, salute to the homie KO who was in here the other day. He said, "Yo, man, if they don't face Gervonta Davis, who else could they face to make the same exact amount of money? They can't face nobody in a era, and no one's around them that's going to pay them as much as a Tank fight. So they should cave." But like I said to KO, hey, bro, these cats are cool with easy routes. They would hold that belt and they would sit back and say, well, we'll go make the 1.2s, the 1.5s against Joe Blow. Get through those fight and make another 1.2 and another 1.5 against the next Joe Blow. And another 1.2 and another 1.5 against the Joe Blow after that. And we straight. As opposed to getting that same amount of money, damn near, or in that ballpark, to face Tank Davis, possibly have a high chance of losing, and now all of my markability, drawing power, all gone out the window. So if they're not getting paid a 401k plan to face Gervonta Davis, then it ain't gonna be worth it in a lot of cases. And in the Lomas case, the number gonna really have to be high because he's gonna have to pay back Bob, right? You're gonna have to give Bob a quarter. So in Lomas case, that number really gonna have to be up there. But for them to just drop out like this or act like they're not interested all of a sudden, that's what this is telling me. So who do y'all blame? Do y'all say to yourself as boxing fans, yo, man, PBC got to do more? PBC got to do more, man. They got to pay these boys. They got no choice. It's just like the Jaron Ennis and Norman situation. A lot of y'all say, yo, man, Boots got nowhere to go. He needs that belt. Give the man anything that he's asking for because he has leverage. And this is why I was saying early on in the broadcast that Gervonta Davis needs something to negotiate against because they looking at him like Pooh Dangles is saying right there. Salute to the homie Pooh Dangles. And Pooh Dangles, you hitting it right on the head, bro. He says that Robert knows that Tank needs the Mexican fan base. There you go. That's what they charging him for. You know the blueprint that makes them all of the money, the black versus the Latino in an action-packed fight. They need that. And if y'all don't think that that's what Robbie Garcia is saying, I don't know what else to tell you. What he's saying to y'all is we would definitely face Gervonta Davis if everything is right. You can't say in the same breath we got a rematch clause, but then we're willing to face him in February or March of next year. You can't say both at the same damn time like that. You just overplayed your hand. You just showed everyone how you really feeling for real. It ain't got nothing to do with motivation and all of that and rematch clauses. It's something else. And Rayo has been very vocal when it comes to Gervonta Davis. Very vocal. So all of a sudden he ain't vocal no more. We know what this is about. It's about money. And in Tank's case, this is why I'm asking the fans, like, PBC, listen, we know, and this is one of the unfortunate things about Gervonta Davis being an attraction, where part of his itinerary in attracting fights, it has to be basically money makers. That's why we got the Rolly fight as opposed to the Gary Russell fight, right? It has to be a money maker to keep Tank hot, to keep Tank on top, to keep PBC doing more deals in the future. They rely on Tank Davis's numbers. They rely on Tank Davis's performances. Amazon, I'm sure, came around the PBC a lot because of Gervonta Davis, I'm sure. And these other fighters now know that. See, in the Shakur case, wasn't no big deal. They share the same fan base, right? Same guys like Shakur, like Tank. But it ain't like that with Ryan. It ain't like that with Lomachenko. It ain't like that with Rayo. And they realize Mr. Attraction here needs to keep his numbers up, and they need what we bring to keep Tank being Tank. They know that, and they're charging them for it. So the question is, fight fans, what does PBC do in this case? What does PBC do in this case? It's really hard to say. DGO says, yo, man, if PBC couldn't afford the Cambosos or the Haney for Undisputed, how could they afford a Loma or Valenzuela? Well, listen, I don't know how that they could or couldn't. All I do know is if PBC couldn't afford Cambosos or Haney for Undisputed. Yeah, but those are not PBC fighters. Cambosos or Haney. Neither one of them were. Oh, you saying to attract them over to Tank? Oh, that's what you're saying. I don't know if they wanted them fights, bro. Undisputed is not a Tank goal. That's not part of the Tank itinerary. You know what I'm saying? Like that's more part of the Devin itinerary or the Shakur itinerary or Terrence Crawford itinerary. That's not a Tank itinerary. Tank's itinerary is to stay hot and to stay making a lot of money. So those fighters, unfortunately, a Cambosos for Undisputed or a Devin for, that's just not the thing that makes PBC go yes. Hell, they didn't even want Crawford and Spence. Look how we feel about Crawford and Spence, and look how they felt about Crawford and Spence. You know why? They looking at something totally different than we looking at. They looking at them numbers. They looking at the fan bases. They looking at the impressions. They looking at what they did in their last fights. We're not looking at all that stuff. And that's how they're judging the fights for Gervonta Davis. Not to mention they know the potential when you put Tank with certain opponents, what he does. All of that matters. Oh, facts, Jaguar pause. Big facts. Big facts. Big money. Big money. And so this is why I asked the question, where is PBC going to take Gervonta Davis if they cannot secure Vasyl Lomachenko and they cannot secure Rayo? Now, Rayo, to me, will come a bit more easier than Loma. Loma is someone else's fighter, but Rayo, they got total control over Rayo and his people. So, if anything, I think that PBC need to be getting in Rayo's ear, and I think that they will, and try to convince Rayo to get that fight to Gervonta Davis. I think they will. I think it may, even if they does come back down to having to offer him more money, I think that PBC is going to look under every rock and see that we ain't got many rocks to look under. So we might got to just give him what he wants. And that's the whole plan. And if that's the case, then good shit, good business. I can't knock that. It's still some pussification. Because call it what you want, man. You just a boxing fan. I want to see these boys take risks and then become the man and then charge your own price. And then say, oh no, if the rematch, oh no, this is how much I need for a rematch. If Tank wants to rematch me, I'm gonna have to get what he getting, if not more. You can talk just like that. If he wants to come back and get this again, I need what he getting. I need to be the A side. He can come out first. He can walk out first. Y'all can introduce him. He can do all of the interviews. But when it comes to that paper, make sure that I'm being seen straight. That's when you boss up, not before you then put the work in. But that's just me, though. That's just me. Kambosos was served on a platter by Lou DiBella for Tank after he beat Teo, and Tank ducked him. See, but people got to understand with that, though, DGO. Tank could have broke Devin's little heart during that time. Because remember, George Kambosos made it crystal clear that he wanted the Gervonta Davis fight, and he would gladly pull out of a Devin Haney fight for a Gervonta Davis fight. He made that clear, crystal clear. Tank just didn't take the bait. Tank didn't go for it. Tank was like, I'm good. Y'all can hold all of them belts and all of them sanctioning fees y'all paying over there. That's not how I get down. Y'all pay the sanctioning fees, not me. You know what I mean? I want to salute and say thanks to DIL87, man, out there with that beautiful donation. Thank you out there in the super chat, my friend. And thank you, man. Much love to you. He says, yo, man, these people at PBC and Top Rank want Jaron to drop their IBF title and move to 54. They want to get it without throwing a single punch for it. I hear that, fam, but you remember something. The next cat in line is Conor Ben. It ain't a PBC fighter. It's Conor Ben. We looked at it the other day. Conor Ben is the next available contender. If it wasn't going to be Boots and Shaka Khan, it would have been Boots and Conor Ben. So if Boots vacates, more than likely it'll be Shaka Khan versus Conor Ben. Eddie put Conor Ben in position. He's been quietly putting Conor Ben in position with the IBF, clearly. And who knows? Maybe that's at least for the next fight, that can be a decent alternative for Jaron Ennis. It'll be Jaron Ennis versus Conor Ben. They both will be right next to each. If Boots go through with this current fight, he wins. It's him and Conor Ben, and that's under Eddie's umbrella. I think that may be what Eddie wants. At the very least, he knows in Jaron's next fight, at the very least, I got Conor Ben in position to do that fight. If Boots can't get unified, if he don't want to move up, him and Conor Ben, I think gets just enough eyeballs. I like that fight, actually, to be honest with you, because it gives Boots an international fight. So a lot of the UK fans would honestly watch that fight, and Boots will win a lot more UK fans with that Conor Ben fight. So I'm not against it. I think it's a good look. I want to stop and give a major salute to my main man, D-Ray, live on a drive in a building. I see you, D-Ray. Omaha's up in here. Omaha, salute to you, man. Good to see you rolling with me tonight, bro. And they go my main man, my bro, D-Lo 4-on-4 boxing, man. What's up, D-Lo? Hope all is well, my man. Salute to you, champ. He says, salute, man. Salute to you, D-Lo. Salute, man. Glad to have you up in here tonight. Always good to see D-Lo. It's one of my main mans right there. You know what I mean? DIL says, yo, man, how did Conor Ben get up in the rankings that fast, bro? Eddie, man. Eddie, bro. That's all I can tell you, man. Eddie pulled some strength. I mean, look how Boots got the IBF belt. I don't know. I ain't saying Eddie had to do with, I don't know, but the IBF, they be moving real funny like, you know what I mean? Real funny like. Hey, so my man D-Lo says, yo, man, I'm still wondering if Ben can get licensed, and if so, where? As of now, I don't think he can. Truth be told, from what I've been reading about Conor Ben, I think he's still gonna have a hard problem with that. And from what I understand, when he had that last fight, like it was like through a small little loophole where I think it went down in Miami, and they wasn't sure something to that effect of what the decision, or UCAD had him on a temporary thing where they were trying to figure something out, and so he had like a small window to fight. But since then, UCAD has came back and doubled down. They've came back and doubled down, shutting it all down. So I don't know if a boxing commission honestly would give Conor Ben the ability to fight. I truly don't know. He found a little loophole in that last fight, and I don't know. You know, it's going to take some serious money to be passed around for that Conor Ben situation to disappear. And clearly it ain't gone nowhere. So enough money clearly wasn't passed around. You know what I mean? So we'll see, bro. But that's who's next in line for Jaron Ennis if this fight falls through. Hey, man, I want to stop and say salute to my main man, Robert Mountain, out there in the super chat. Thank you for that donation, Robert Mountain. And I really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. D-Lo says, yo, ain't no telling with Fast Eddie. It ain't no telling with Fast Eddie, man. Who knows what he may do? We just going to wait and see. But right now, Conor is not in an advantageous position. Like his positioning has got worse. He may be in a position with a sanctioning body, but the question is going to come is, will a boxing commission actually license him to fight? That's the one thing that he ain't gonna be able to get around. I don't give a damn what the sanctioning body place him. I don't care what he's ranked. I don't care if he's an interim champion. I don't care what he is. Commission don't let him fight. He ain't fighting. You know what I mean? Hey, there go my main man, Muhammad Tola, coming on through. What up, man? You coming at the tail end, my man. At the very end. I'm ready to get on up out of here, bro. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, folks. And I hope you have a good time going through that playback, Muhammad Tola. Much love, my friend. Much love, bro. Yeah, man. So it's been, you know, when it comes to this Gervonta Davis situation, bro, I like I said, I'm an old school boxing fan. I want to see these dudes take the risk, go after the belt, then set your own prices. Can't say that they're wrong for exploiting business on Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, honestly, and his people should expect things like this because he is now being perceived as a cash cow. So when you perceive as a cash cow, people gonna want their biggest licks off you. Same way with Canelo. Canelo stepped into those shoes. So now everyone that fights Canelo gonna say either you pay me well, as I'm expected to be paid, or I ain't taking the fight. And we've seen fighters do this. Billy Joe Saunders comes to mind. He didn't take peanuts from Canelo. No, take that little shit back. Come on back and come correct. And that's the position that Tank is in. But people may say, yo, main man, like I said earlier, well, where would he go? Who will he fight? So on and so forth. It don't matter. Lomachenko will find someone to fight. Rayo will find someone to fight. They got fan bases, fight fans. Oh, man. I want to say thank you, man. Salute to my main man. And we ain't chopped it up in a minute, bro. For that beautiful donation out there, man. Salute to my main man, Rick Swords, man. Thank you, my friend. Much love. We got to chop it up. Rick, hit me up, bro. Salute to you, man. What's up with you, Rick? He says, peace to the gods, man. Peace to you, Rick, man. And thank you for your wonderful support, my friend. Much love, bro. Much love, man. Damn, bro, y'all have been awesome tonight, man. It really have. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get a good show going tonight because, you know, boxing news has been just the same old 1-2 step. But we found a way to put some shit together tonight, you know. I want to say thank y'all all, man. Thank you very, very, very much for everyone that participated in tonight's edition of We Talking Boxing Live. I will be back all weekend long. We're gonna be back again live tomorrow. We'll be live also on Saturday. So no, there ain't no big fights to look forward to, but maybe we can come up with something. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully boxing will drop some news on us and give us something to kind of chop it up about. Maybe we get into the Keyshawn fight tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't cover it tonight on We Talking Boxing. Y'all know normally I cover all of the press conferences. So it came on like right when I was getting ready to go live with this. So it was like way too close to the show. So More than likely, I'm going to have to get the audio from that tonight and maybe have a presentation for us sometime tomorrow, you know. So we'll definitely get into it with that. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you to everyone out there, man. Hey, Robert says, yo, man, main man, I am a 70-year-old from DC, transplanted in New Mexico, Roswell. In fact, I love your content and analysis because it's real and to the point. Connor Ben will open a can of worms for Boots. Watch, man. Thanks for that, Robert, man. That man, those type of comments are everything to me, bro. Salute, man, to the home team, bro. Salute to the home team, man. Thank you so much for that, Robert, man. Salute, man. I will be looking for your comments, my friend. Salute to the home team, man. Real spill, man. I love that, man. I love that, man. You say that Connor Ben will open a can of worms on Boots? That's different. That is different. That is different. That is different. That remains to be seen. I think Connor has lost a little bit of pepper on them shots, my man. You know, once upon a time, Connor was walking around looking like the T-1000. I mean, going through everyone, hot knife through butter. Now, all of a sudden, he gets found out to be the Eggman, and the power then went zap. He's still intense. Still intense. That last guy he fought, the same dude that fought Jaleel Hackett from DC. That's who Connor fought in his last fight. And he had little struggles with that dude. I was a little surprised, man. I was like, Connor can't get these guys out of there. He landing on them clean. He giving a lot of intensity. He's still zippy. He's still fast, but he's not going as strong and he's not going as long into fights. I think that's what it's going to be his undoing, man. It's going to be his undoing. But that pepper on them shots then went poof, pow, be gone. What happened, man? Somebody get Connor an egg, please. Somebody boil some eggs around here. Scramble a couple eggs for Connor Ben. Can somebody please scramble a couple eggs for Connor Ben, please? You know what I'm saying? I tell you, man. I don't know what happened to Egg, man, bro, but it is what it is. Hey, mom. Hey, man, your man had the wackest excuse known to man, bro. Oh, it's because I took a lot of eggs. I've been, come on, bro. We've heard a lot of them, man. But damn, eating eggs give you PEDs. I better eat. Maybe I should eat some more eggs then. You know what I mean? If I can become what Connor was by eating eggs, what am I doing? Shit, I'm gonna eat eggs. I'm gonna eat the shells too. I'm just gonna put the whole egg in my mouth and just eat a whole dozen of them bitches. See if I can get that same Connor Ben type strength, man. I think Connor Ben was welling though, fight fans. What say y'all, man? Egg man drinking Tropicana, bro. Died and washing it down with a little bit of clenbuterol. You know what I'm saying? Well, eat an egg sandwich and wash it down with clenbuterol and shit. You know what I mean? Man, Connor needs that juice, man. He needs that juice in order to get returned back to the game. Because this guy, we just don't recognize him, bro. He can't stop no one. And I got a feeling he's going to end up turning into about a 5 or 6 round fighter. I think that Eddie's going to have to take him low in weight. He's going to have to take him down to 40. As crazy as that might sound. Connor's best chance of producing knockouts right now is to be the biggest guy in the weight class. He's literally got to turn into Earl Spence. Oh, I just had to do that one, fight fans. I had to do that one. DIL says, yo, man, T-1000 Ben versus Boots. Jaron doesn't stand a chance. I would duck that fight, man. No need for that smoke. Hey, look, if I'm Boots, I'm putting that cat under every test known to man. Hey, brother, do me a favor. See the microscopes over there? Yeah, put your whole body underneath that. Yeah. Not just the hand, not just the foot. We want your whole body underneath the microscope. We want to know every little thing about you. Hell to the nah. And how the hell was Conor Ben gonna face Chris Eubank? How was that gonna happen? Riddle me that. How was you gonna fight Conor Ben? I mean, Chris Eubank is up at what, 168? Now, how the hell was they gonna do Chris Eubank and Conor Ben? Lord have mercy, fight fans. He goes from about to face a 68 pounder all the way back down to 147, and you cannot crack a damn egg. Better yet, eat the eggs. You can't even crack the damn eggs. What's wrong with Conor Ben, fight fans? What's wrong with Conor Ben? We'll see if he can get that Boots fight, man. I mean, I can't say that that's beyond far-fetched. We'll see if he can actually secure that fight. It would be a pretty interesting fight to watch. And once again, it still would be a name that we finally recognize on the resume of Jaron Boots Ennis. And that's the name of the game. Jaron has to get into the name. At this point, truth be told, as wild as this might sound, and I know some of y'all may not even agree with this. I think it may, at this current moment for Boots, be better for him to run after a name as opposed to the belts right now. That's just where he's at. If you can lock down a Keith Thurman who ain't doing nothing, you know, if you can, you should have told Eddie to lean on that Pacquiao situation before Barrios got his hands on it. If you could have convinced Eddie, who has a working relationship with them peoples, to do that, then sure. Hey, fight fans, I'm gonna have to stand by. I may have to get ready to shut down. Stand by for a second. All right, fight fans, listen, I got to take this call. This is a business call. I have to take this important call that just came on through. So I want to say thank you to everyone that rocked out with me tonight. We'll get up with each other real soon. We'll get up with each other tomorrow. Thank you to each and every last one of y'all, man. Much love. Salute, salute, salute. And I catch up with y'all on the next one, fight fans. To the next video. Much love to y'all. Peace out.